All right, welcome to the second episode of the Rolling Weenies podcast. My name's Ben.
Hello. Hello, I'm Kenny.
I'm Patrick.
Kenny.
All right, and yeah, I guess we'll just go into it. I just want to say at the beginning, like we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from like our first episode, which I thought was great. I mean, that made me happy. Like just talking to people, like obviously they're like all people we know, but just hearing like people actually liked our podcast, like I thought that was pretty cool.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
definitely.
go.
We're definitely very happy about that. Got ton of positive feedback. So
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Feels good.
And like, I mean, I want to hear what people like. We're gonna do like different things with our podcast. Obviously, like we'll have guests on, or we'll do certain discussions or themes or like whatever.
Like
but,
games or something.
yeah, exactly, stuff like that. I mean, that won't be really a podcast. I feel like that'd be like I don't
More
know,
side
yeah,
stuff.
something on the side. But I do.
Entertainment.
If people have like ideas on shit like we should do, then like I wanna hear it from them, you know. But like.
hmm
Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of good things about our last one, and I think that's really cool, just because like we were just having fun, just like talking to each other.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, definitely. What kind of branch off what you were saying? Definitely give us suggestions. Like we're all open to suggestions and any and like criticisms and stuff like that. So, but yeah, definitely the feedback was really good. And if like there's something that y'all want to see that y'all like, just let us know. Drop it in the comments, whatever. Hit us
Yeah,
up
let us know.
on the social medias, whatever.
Tweet at us.
Yeah, and we'll respond and kind of and consider your suggestions. So
Yeah, we'll consider it.
yeah,
We'll consider
yeah,
it.
consider it.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Nothing racist. Nothing racist.
Nothing
be
racist.
No, no racist.
No.
yeah.
All right, so Patrick, I know you had some stuff we want to talk about.
Oh yeah, okay. So I just kind of wanted to do like a little brief segment like at the beginning of the episode here. I don't know if we're gonna do this consistently. I kind of want to, but we'll see how it goes.
Mhm.
So we're just gonna do this thing where we kind of just like talk about like current like either pop culture things or current event type stuff that's a little bit more lighthearted and kind of something that we think is funny.
Yeah.
Nothing really necessarily newsworthy, I would
Yeah,
say,
or
but
like controversial, I guess.
yeah, just kind of something that. So I have my my story this week is about this high school or something, I guess, called Bishop Sycamore. Okay, so if for those of y'all who don't follow sports, high school, yeah,
Us.
it's
Yeah,
so
both of
basically
us.
high school teams get like a featured like game sometimes like on ESPN. It's like usually if there's like high recruiting through there, like big time guys that are going to be going and playing in like really big colleges and whatnot, so on and so forth, whatever. So basically this school, and the reason why I put this in quotations is because come to find out Bishop Sycamore like isn't an actual place. So basically like this like these people put together a team of like 20 and 30-year-old men and went and like made fake recruiting profiles, told ESPN all this fake information, and got and played a game against a top high school, like a top high school called IMG Academy, and played on ESPN. They like duped them. They played a full game against high school kids.
That's crazy.
And it's the whole thing is fake.
Wait.
Yeah, yeah.
like-
I remember you told me about this the other
So they
night.
played a whole game.
Yeah, so they played a whole game, like a whole high school football game, and the team got rocked, like the fake Bishop Sycamore or whatever. They got rocked. They lost like
So
54 to
they weren't
0.
even like good.
Yeah, they lost against high schoolers. They're like grown men playing against high schoolers.
But were they
Come on,
like
man.
actually good at the game, or were they
No,
just like,
I guess
they
not.
"Yo,
sucked.
let's do this huge prank. It's gonna be really good."
Well, it gets even crazier. So the coach had warrants out for his arrest, like current warrants out for his arrest. There's like a story that said that like he got like there was one time when like a homeless person like tried to like steal stuff out of the coach's car, and he like ordered the team to beat up the homeless man. Yeah,
What?
like jumped.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy. And and then like there was like things about like they had like faked IDs, they faked like I said recruiting profiles, like saying that like they were being recruited by all these D1 schools, and like basically like none of this is true. And it's like all fake. And then there was like a camera footage of them like practicing at like a public park because they don't have an actual field.
Dude.
It's just like the whole thing is so it's just like you just like read more and more about it, and it just feels like a fever dream. Like, it's so
40
wild.
grown men.
It's like
Yes.
30
they're-
grown men.
when they're making this, just like that one dude at ESPN who's like supposed to do the research on like the teams that are like playing for their special or whatever, just like
Yeah.
he's been like lacking all these years, but finally now like someone's gonna find out he's been not doing his job. Like
Yeah.
this
Well, the
whole
great. Go ahead. Go
this I was gonna say
ahead.
this whole team just like managed to snake their way in, like not even an
I
official
know,
team.
on national television. Like it's not even like it was just like they were playing like high school games like on the side. Like they were playing games on national television. And then like so then there's like this thing that came out that they might be connected to this like really sketchy college that plays games at like 3 in the morning and like 1 in the morning. Like if you look at their schedule and stuff.
Mhm.
And
Where's that?
I can't
What
remember
is,
the name of it. It's like a they basically play at community colleges and like D3 schools sometimes. And like at like 1 in the morning or like 3 in the morning. And I think Blinn of all places was on that schedule. It was like a 7 in the morning game or something like that.
Glenn?
Yeah. So anyways, whole thing is like super, super crazy and like things like daily are just getting unraveled like about this team and about the players and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Wait, when was this?
like
This is like,
just this last weekend.
that's crazy. That's so
Yeah,
funny.
I know. And so like it was really funny because like during the broadcast, like they have like commentators, of course, and the guys like, yeah, well, they're like, let's see, number 54 is injured, and he's like, he's not on our roster, so we don't know who it is. So like they were like players on the field that they didn't even have like on their roster
Yeah.
that were playing in the game,
Like come to
and they were
find out, none of these
yeah.
players are on the roster.
Exactly. They had like unmarked helmets, unmarked jerseys, like everything about it just like comes off as so sketchy. And they played, like I said, they played this team and like a bunch of the players got injured and like it was just bad. It
They
was
just
so
played one
bad.
game?
Well,
Just one
apparently
game?
they played 2 games in 2 days, which is like not normal for football either.
Dude.
Yeah, so they play like a game like the day before, and then they played against IMG Academy like the following day, which
Wow.
is just wild.
So they got away
This
with it
team that wasn't
twice.
even like good. They just made their own team out of like 40 grown men, right? And they got
Yeah.
onto national television.
And played against high schoolers. They didn't even
And
play
they
against college. They played against high schoolers.
and they're garbage too. So they got
Yeah.
destroyed. They just got rolled.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's so funny.
I
That's amazing.
know. Yeah. So it's like this whole thing, this whole scandal's going around right now, and it's just like to me, it's just hilarious. Like
Mhm.
it's just the fact that they were able to like weave their way into this game and like do this, and then not only that, lose 54-0. Like what? It's just wild. It's just so wild to me.
So what happens to them now?
So I guess like I said, that coach has like warrants apparently, so he might get arrested. I don't know. And a
What
couple
about
of
the
the
rest of the
players,
team though?
they're all. I guess I assume they're all gonna get in trouble. But like a bunch of the guys like had fake IDs and like names and stuff. So like it's like might not even be possible to like trace a
Yeah,
lot of
like how are
them.
you gonna find them? Their names weren't even on the
Yeah,
roster.
yeah.
That's so
So
crazy. That's so
yeah,
crazy.
That is crazy.
yep.
All right, Kenny, do you want to talk about your event next, or would you like me to
My
go?
event.
Your event. Okay, yeah. Something tells me I should go first. All right, so I'm gonna talk about, which is like, there's not a lot to say about it, but I want to talk about the new Kanye album, Donda. It's just cause like
Donda.
Donda,
Donda.
Donda,
Donda.
Donda.
Donda. Donda. Donda. Donda. Donda.
So I didn't listen to it like the first day it came out, or maybe even the second day, but I think like either the second night or the third night, me and two of my roommates, Jane and Corbin, we just like all sat down on the couch and like I can't remember what we were eating for dinner, but we just like put it on the TV and we were just like listening to it like straight through. Like we didn't have anything else going on. We were just like staring at the TV, like Spotify, just like watching the Black Square, which
Just
is the
raw
album.
listening to
Yeah.
it.
And we got through like 12 songs or something like that, which is like they're like long songs, like 3 or 5 minutes each. Like,
Yeah. The songs
so
are
we
long.
sat there for like 12 songs, and then we finally decided just to like play Gang Beasts while we listened to the rest of the album. But I think it's crazy. Like I didn't realize I had like heard some stuff about it, but I didn't realize until I think either today or yesterday. But like Kanye didn't even want the album to be released, and like I guess his studio just released it without like
Oh
his
really?
approval. Yeah, and I like didn't believe it at first, but then I like went on his Instagram, and like one of his only two posts right now is like a picture, and he's like, my studio like released the album like without like asking me. He was like, I didn't want this, like something like that, and I was like, damn, like why would they do that? But I don't remember all the songs or really any of them. There were only like two that really stood out to me, and it was like Hurricane, and the other one was Believe What I Say because he had leaked that song like a year ago on Twitter,
Mm.
and I was listening to it. I was like, oh, I know this one. Like this is a good one. And
Yeah.
then it like got to a part in the song, and then it changed. I was like, oh, it's not the same anymore. I was like, I kind of liked it better before, and I was like, well, at least I enjoy the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like my feelings on Donda, it's like, well, I found out what the meaning behind the first, like the Donda chant thing is.
Oh, what's that?
So
What does it mean?
it's his mom's heartbeat, like before she died.
Oh,
So it's like right before she died, like that's what the like it's meant to mimic like her
yeah.
heartbeat before she passed away.
Wow.
Donda, Donda,
Yeah. So like that's
Donda.
it like it speeds us, and it
Hmm.
slows, and it slows, and eventually it stops.
Wow.
So
Dang,
I know, which is like wild because it was like
that's
people
crazy.
were like, damn, like I
Yeah,
was
what
over
is
here
that? What's
making
going
fun of the
on?
first
Yeah.
song. Like,
Right.
and then you find out what it means and you're like, oh shit.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
I never made fun of it, so
Yeah.
Did you
uh
did you
But
guys listen to the song Remote Control or something like
no,
that?
I
I
didn't listen
I
to
think
I
I
kind
know
of
which
picked
one you're
around.
talking about, like without even
It's
listening to it.
so it's so
Is
weird.
that the
It's so
one where
weird.
it's like
Okay.
I am the glib glub, like whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't listen. I meant to listen to that one.
Like it's like a perfectly normal song, and
Yeah.
then in the last 20 seconds, like choopity doop. Not that. I am the glove glove glove.
Dude, I remember listening to it and I was like, am I tripping? Like, is this actually in the song? And I like looked at Corbin and Jay and they like heard it too. We were like, what the hell's going on?
That is a wild. Yeah, no,
It's so weird.
I didn't get around to listening to that. Now I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah,
I
my friend just
like Pure
randomly texted
Souls.
me. My friend just randomly texted like, "Have you listened to Remote Control from the new Donda album?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" I listened to it, and I'm like, "No way,
No
that's
way.
just in there."
I liked Pure Souls a lot. I thought that was really good. I think
Hmm.
that's the one with Roddy Rich in it.
Yeah.
And then I know this was like technically released before, but Moon I think is like I like the vibe. I like Don Toliver on it a lot. I think his chorus is really good. But other than that, like it just I would say whenever it comes to music, I've definitely grown to have like kind of a short attention span with it. So
Mm.
whenever there's like an album with like 20 plus songs on it, I start to
Yeah.
get bored by like the end of
Yeah,
it.
there is a lot of
Yeah, I
songs on
agree.
that
Yeah.
It's like
album.
two
And
hours. It's so long.
yeah, so it makes it hard for me to like sit there and just kind of listen to it straight through.
I
So
know.
more power to y'all for doing
I didn't
that.
listen
Hey, you
to the
pointed to
whole
me this
thing.
time.
I'll be
Oh,
honest.
did yo, let's go.
Yeah, we
But
listened to it in one sitting. I was like, it's
yeah.
over. And they were like, yeah. And I was like, what now? And then we all just went to
What
sleep.
now? Yeah,
Yeah,
but
just down.
jail also goes hard. I will
Which
say
one?
I like jail a lot. I like the
Oh.
beat with that goes along with jail. I
Mm.
think like for me, I feel like the lyrics for most of the songs are pretty forgettable, but like a lot
Oh,
of the
yeah.
beats in the songs go like are really good in my opinion, which
Hmm.
is but that's something I tend to focus on more anyways in songs. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what stood out to me. But I don't know, for me, like sorry to all you Kanye stands and stuff like that, but it was not it didn't live up to the hype in my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah.
It's
Like it
nothing
just
crazy. It's
No.
nothing
yeah,
crazy.
I
it's
mean,
just
Another Kanye
it
album.
was a
yeah,
lot better than his
exactly.
last one, though. Jesus is King. I remember, like, I was hyped for it, and I don't know why, because, like, I almost even,
Mhm,
like, pre-ordered the vinyl record, and
mhm.
I'm just glad I didn't, because I think I enjoyed, like, one song, and I don't even
Yeah,
listen to it
what
anymore.
isn't Follow God on that or something,
Mm,
or is it Sunday or whatever
yeah,
or something like that? Sunday, I think is what
yeah,
it's called. Yeah, or I don't know. Anyways, yeah, there was like one song on that album that I liked too,
yeah.
but no offense to Kanye or anything, but like I said, I wasn't impressed, to say the
Yeah, I
least.
mean,
So
to be fair, he said it wasn't ready for release, so who knows, like, how much he would have
yeah,
changed as well.
But
yeah, I
why?
don't. Go ahead.
Why is the album cover just a
Black
black
Square.
screen?
Maybe because it wasn't meant to be released, so he didn't have like an album cover for it yet, or they didn't even have anything,
Okay.
so they just
Maybe.
did
They're just
it.
like, screw it. Just
Yeah. Well,
release it.
did you see the merch that they were selling for it?
Yeah, it's like
What?
just a
Yeah,
black
the black
t-shirt. It's
mask
like
and just the black T-shirt is a ski mask and a T-shirt.
yeah, the shirt is just like $150 too. Like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah.
What? Does it have anything on it?
Mm-mm.
No, it's just a black
Completely
T-shirt.
blank?
Yeah. And then there's like a ski mask that he was selling, and like this guy on TikTok was like reviewing it, and he goes, he goes, damn, it's like supposed to come in like November. He's like, it won't even be here in time for Halloween. Like, I can't wear a mask after Halloween. It was like, oh my god, it's just crazy. It was funny because people were like, yeah, it's like everyone talking about how Kanye's crazy, but the crazy people are the ones buying this T-shirt for $150.
True. That's so crazy.
Oh man, but yeah, Donda, like I said, pretty mid.
Yeah,
Donda.
it wasn't great. Well, it wasn't bad, I'd say.
Yeah.
Donda.
Like I said, yeah, there's
Donda.
definitely a few standout songs, but if like you consider the volume of how much music is on there, and then
Yeah.
like there's like 2 or 3 that are like good, it's it's whatever.
Well, there better be at least 2 or 3 that are good. If there's gonna
I
be
know, no
100
kidding.
songs.
No kidding. Alrighty, all right. So there's that segment, right? Or Kenny, you
Yeah.
got something?
Yeah, what do you got, Kenny?
Got like interesting facts. If you want me to
Okay.
Drop some interesting
throw some of
facts.
those for you.
Yeah, what you got?
So I was just browsing the internet and stuff.
Okay.
Learning
Google.
like you do, which is
Interesting
supposed to do
events
in
going
college,
on right now.
I'm learning, okay, and there's like lots of stuff happening in the world, and I found this website showing me all these interesting facts about the world and what's going on and different things about it. And turns out the glaciers hold about 69% of all the world's fresh water.
Wow.
How crazy
Wow.
is that?
Oh my
crazy.
god, dude. Oh my.
It's so crazy.
Bro, in the podcast there. That's all we needed to know. In the podcast there. That's it.
Boom.
We're never releasing an episode ever again. That's the information of the world right there.
Podcast is done.
All you need to know. If you
Thank
need
you.
fresh water, go to glaciers.
Kenny just ended our careers in one statement.
We're famous now.
Oh, wait. Speaking of glaciers, though, have you guys seen like those? I don't know if it's real or not, but it's like a little submarine thing that just drives around the Arctic and just like freezes water and makes ice cubes.
Oh,
Wait,
I
really?
saw something about
Yeah,
that. Yeah, they're
I don't
like
know if it's
trying
real.
to remake the ice caps.
Yeah.
So they're just like putting
Oh.
machines out there that just make ice.
Yeah.
They take the water, turn into ice, and just slap it back in.
That's crazy. What the heck?
It's
That's actually really
crazy.
smart.
Yeah, it is really smart. Just it's straight
Yeah,
out of
but
Futurama.
Is it gonna work? Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know.
Futurama where they have the giant
Big ice
like,
cubes.
Yeah, and they just drop it in.
To solve global warming every year,
Yeah.
we just drop a big ice cube in the ocean.
It
What's
just like
crazy?
progressively gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
before we started this, I was watching what's that one movie? It's called The Day After Tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like it's about global warming. Right?
yeah.
And it's basically like because of global warming, the world is getting colder. It's like some weird like reverse thing. I wasn't
Yeah.
entirely sure what he meant by that, but like it was
Well-
crazy. It was so cool, that movie.
Yeah, there's a couple theories that are like talk about how like global warming, it like the Earth is heating up to eventually freeze again, like go into like an ice age or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I think global warming is speeding up the like it's obvious that global warming is speeding up the heating process, but like there's like this idea or theory that maybe like we're gonna go into another ice stage at some point once the world kind of gets to that tipping point. I mean, maybe, but we all know how Texas did during the freeze.
Yeah, not well.
Hopefully we'll be ready for it this time.
Yeah, I'm sure the human population would adapt, but still, ice ages. I mean, it kills a bunch of shit.
Hmm.
So, and it's like like plants.
But it might bring a lot of stuff back.
maybe,
True.
but I know that humans are destined to go into a mass extinction at some point. So
Yeah.
That's why we're
Basically.
going to space. We're going to space. To Mars.
Tomorrow.
hopefully, yeah,
Past Mars, I don't know.
definitely. All right, well, I think we should catch each other up on our weeks here.
Yeah,
So,
well-
Ben.
One thing I want to talk about is like me and Kenny have like moved into our own apartments now.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
our own.
yeah,
We like
yeah.
live with roommates, but we have like our own apartment now. And you're about to do that too, Patrick.
Oh, you're gonna do
sir.
that, Pat?
Yeah, I got approved
Where
for
you
my.
moving to?
I'm moving into these. Well, I'm not gonna give a
Give the
location,
address,
but,
please.
Yeah, but I'm moving to these apartments close to where I live, and I got approved to move in on the 29th of October. So it's pretty
Awesome.
exciting. Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty
Are you
good.
gonna have roommates?
I'm living with my girlfriend.
Let's go.
So-
Okay.
Okay.
So just one
okay.
room?
Lots of
We
rolling.
start,
Wienies.
you know how it is.
Just one
But,
room, a one-room apartment.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's one bedroom.
Okay.
But it's cheap, man. It's $7.90 a month for rent.
That's
So.
pretty good.
Really?
Yeah, and we get
Pretty
to, and that's
good.
split across
For
two
a
people.
single
So really,
person.
it's 345 for me.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's how
For
much it costs for
us-
me to live here, and I'm living with 4 people.
Yeah, for me
Yeah,
it's like
so-
$9.50 a month, but that's per
Holy
person.
moly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean we're
I-
right next to the university though, so
I'm
Yeah.
a 5-minute walk from mine.
yeah, me
Yeah.
too.
Like,
So you said you pay $7.90 or you pay 345?
Who, me?
me?
Kenny.
Oh, okay.
I'm paying like $7.50, dude.
Oh, damn.
See,
Well,
that's
also
good.
I gotta pay for electricity. So it's like another $30.
Okay, yeah,
it's
but that's not bad.
It's not
And you can
crazy.
like save on that. Or
Do y'all
whatever.
pay
Yeah,
for?
if we use it, not water now.
Okay.
Oh,
See,
water.
they cover all of our bills except for electricity. So-
Yeah, they cover everything except for electricity, and we have a pool and
Nice.
a weight room right down the hall.
Nice.
The weight room's
Nice.
We have a pool.
kind of.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The weight room's kind of bad.
It's an apartment weight room.
Nice.
Like,
Nice.
But I mean, right down the street is the actual rec. So
That's all that matters.
yeah, it's the same thing here. Like we have a gym. I haven't used it yet here, but I just walk to the rec like every day or whatever. But what I was gonna say is we have a pool here. And the first like entire week, yeah, the first entire week
Yeah.
of us living here, it was like closed because of some like
Really?
electrical failure, and we were like, yeah, like that's cool, I guess. And now like it's open, I guess, or like at least some people have been swimming there. But it's like cloudy as hell. Like it looks so nasty. Like we can see it from
Ew.
our room, and it's like all
Have
cloudy
you
and
guys-
gross.
have you guys swam in it?
Once,
Or
yeah.
are you just avoiding it?
Patrick
we
was here
swam
one
in
night,
it.
and we went
Y'all
swimming.
swam?
It was so gross.
Ew. Why?
And
That's
he-
why this is here. I scraped my shit on the bottom of the pool.
Oh. I didn't even know he did that. Dude,
Yeah.
Jan said he like watched you go underwater and he couldn't even see you because it was so
That's so
cloudy.
gross. I wish you
I
had never
know.
told me
Nasty.
that. I wish you had never told me
So
that.
nasty.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
Has to be just like chlorine or something, right? There's no
I
way.
hope
No,
so.
I don't think so. I swear it's
Cross
so
my
gross. though.
fingers.
I'm pretty sure it was like clear when we moved in, but
That's disgusting.
and the
Maybe they
elevator
just didn't have any chlorine, but then they just added a shite ton of it because
Maybe
'Cause it got so
they had to
nasty.
shock
had,
it and
had
stuff.
like they had to shock it.
yeah,
super
but that
hard.
shouldn't stay there that long. I don't know.
How long was the closet? Is it still there now?
I can't tell because yes, it is. I can see it.
That's
Right?
That's tough.
Damn. All right, but go ahead and tell us. Well, we can go with Ben first or Kenny first, doesn't matter. But tell us about y'all's experiences living by yourselves and stuff. So
It's-
curious.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Kenny, do you want to go first?
Sure. So my apartment's actually like it's really really nice because it's super new. It was built like 2017 or something.
Yeah.
So it's really new. It's got all the new stuff. It's got nice carpet floors, nice wood floors, and we have like a lot of nice furniture in our kitchen. We have a nice huge fridge and a Samsung microwave,
Nice.
Wow.
electric oven and stove. And so we're all like super hyped about it. And it is super hyped. Like there's actually like I have no complaints with this place.
That's good.
Like it's amazing.
That's
The only
awesome.
problem is, so they allow us to put holes in our walls, which is crazy for like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
renting out this
definitely.
place.
Yeah.
Right.
They're allowing
yeah.
me to I might be wrong, but what I heard when I was getting a tour was that I can put a hole the size of a quarter, which sounds crazy.
That's big.
So that might be wrong. I feel like
Yeah.
that's very
Yeah.
wrong, but that's just from what I remember. And so I was putting in this like hook thing to like hold my keys and stuff. It's like just hook. It's like a hook that I put on the wall.
Is it like a
Hold
command
my
strip or
keys.
is it like something that you put in the wall?
It's like this metal rack.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like a rack. It hangs on the wall. I can put like keys or my hat or my mask and stuff.
But you actually have to like nail it
then,
in, right?
But you have to nail it in, right? And so we have drywall here, and I'm with my roommate. He's helping me out put it in because he has one too, and he already got his in. But his parents helped him with that, and so mine came in late, so we had to put it in ourselves. And we're not full-fledged engineers yet.
Yeah.
Not that you have to be an engineer to do that or anything, but
Hammer and nails.
like our parents.
Yeah.
And so it gave us like, since it's drywall, you have to put like this special little adapter thingy in it first, so
Yeah.
you can actually screw the screw in.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And so we're putting that in. We got it in like half a centimeter, and then it wouldn't keep going. And then it snapped, and we're just like, oh shit.
It snapped.
So
Like
it's
I got
just a piece of
stuck and snapped.
it's like a piece of plastic. So it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
snapped. So we
Yeah.
were like screwing it hard as we could, and it just snapped like,
Oh
just
my
like,
god.
and we're like, oh shit. And we're like, we can't stop though. Like there's already a huge hole in my wall. We're just cranking it as hard as we can. We're cranking it as hard as we can. And I just see like drywall like kind of powdering down.
Oh my god.
And so apparently my roommate, when he was putting his in, his parents like just cut it off when it got in like far enough. Because
Oh
you didn't need to really put the whole
yeah.
thing in. So they cut it off, and we were trying to cut it off. We had like a razor, scissors, and stuff like that. And we could not get that thing off. We could not cut it at all. And so we were just like, all right, that's it. So we brute forced it. We just went, and we like forced it in. We shoved it in basically.
Oh my god, dude.
And
There
it
you
was all-
go. And we
And
put it on.
it looks great. It's right there.
Yeah,
It
you
looks
just have to
great.
leave it there when you move out so they don't see the big hole.
That's actually what I'm thinking. I'm just like, oh, I would take that back, but it's too much of a hassle. So you guys
Yeah,
have it.
You
it's
guys
too
could
big.
get
It's just
that
too
one.
big. Don't have enough space for it.
Too much of a hassle. But I promise, it's really handy. Like
Yeah.
you're gonna
Just
want
please don't
this.
move
Yeah.
it.
You're
all.
gonna want this.
But anything that happened to the wall is your responsibility now.
Yeah. How long is your lease?
A year. So
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have it through the breaks. And so my dad was like, "You can stay in your apartment over the breaks if you want, because we."
He doesn't want you coming home.
Yeah.
Because
Stay
like
away.
winter break is like 3 months or it's like 2 months long. So that's
Right.
Yeah.
$1,500 just down the drain if I don't.
Yeah,
use
if
it
you're
at
not
all.
staying here. Yeah. So are you gonna end up bringing like your desktop at some point? Because you're not gonna be doing school. I'm actually
If-
surprised
if
that
I-
you didn't bring it with you, especially on a year-long lease. That's like kind of
Yeah.
If I actually decide to like stay here
yeah.
for a while, like during the breaks, because I probably won't. I'll probably like come here like on the weekends or something.
Mm-hmm.
If I ever do come here on the breaks, then maybe I'll bring my desktop,
Got you.
or maybe if I get like an internship. Or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough. So
Yeah.
I mean, outside of that, what's kind of your experience been like? Just like being on your own like that? Because I feel like living in a dorm is like way different than living in an apartment.
It is really different. Because now I only see my roommates.
Right.
See, before I lived in the dorms, but my dorms was like, it was special. It had like a common area in the middle, like connected to a couple other dorms. So if you walk in there, you just see everyone coming in and
Oh,
out.
okay. hmm
Like it's always something happening in there.
Yeah.
Like it's just crowded all the time. And now that COVID is kind of like dying down, or like, okay, it's not
Not
dying
here.
down.
It's actually going up
The
where I'm at.
restrictions are letting up. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
as
there you
go.
restricted anymore.
That's a better.
The restrictions are letting up. There's so many more people everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starting classes in person, I'm walking around campus, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking around, I'm like, holy moly.
Yeah.
Last year, it was so nice, because I'd walk around, I see like 10 people.
Yeah.
Now
Just dead.
I see hundreds. Like, it's crazy.
That's exactly what it's
so
like here.
crazy.
Like literally last
And,
year when
yeah.
I visited like this campus, there was like no one, and now the sidewalks are packed and like every indoor building is full, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
This is awful.
It's absurd. It is absurd. But living by myself is actually pretty nice. Like, so I moved in last week, and we didn't have school last week, and so we were just like, let's just cook every day. So we've been having like these nice meals, like homemade spaghetti, homemade curry, stuff like that. Not
Nice.
homemade curry. It was like powder.
Yeah.
And like chicken and rice, you know, like good stuff instead of just mac and cheese and ramen. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
good.
it's really cool. It's like really nice having your own kitchen and like you're hanging out with your good friends
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Nice.
24/7.
Do you have a car
That's
there,
good.
Kenny? Or did your parents
I
drive
do,
you?
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
No, I do. So that's also different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Oh
can
yeah,
go
true. Yeah.
places
I guess
whenever you
this
want.
is like you just recently started driving, right?
Basically, I
Yeah.
got my license like super late. I got it 2 months ago now.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, and
You
then I got
whipping
a
it?
car. I got a car earlier this month. So I'm already.
What do you drive?
It's a Hyundai Tucson.
Okay.
Nice.
2014.
Actually, I never knew this. I'd never seen this car. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
just
don't think I've seen your
remember.
car.
Yeah,
No,
I
wait,
don't
you
think
drove
any of
by
y'all
my
have seen my
house.
car.
Oh,
Or
okay.
was
Did I?
that?
Oh yeah, I did.
Was that your
No,
car?
that was my sister's
Oh,
car.
okay.
That was my sister's car, the blue one. Mine's red.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I don't think any of y'all have seen it because I got it, and then the day later I moved in. I'm
Oh,
not even
okay.
Nice.
joking.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
That
definitely
definitely
haven't
have
seen it then.
not.
Yeah. Got you. Well,
Like
that's cool. That's dope.
Yeah.
super duper nice.
Well,
I
my
do recommend getting an apartment. Anyone's wondering, apartment is the way to go.
yeah. My experience, well, for that, one thing I've always disliked about apartments is like having to pay rent. Like, I just want to own like a house, and like, obviously you pay a mortgage, but like once you're like done with that and you own the house, like it's like an
Yeah,
investment. But then for an apartment, it kind of feels like you're just throwing away money for like until you find somewhere else to live, you know? But yeah, whatever. I mean,
just a little ramble. A little
yeah.
ramble.
That's just how I think about it. My
Yeah.
experience here has been like pretty good. Like we've just been like hanging out, like me and the roommates, like every day pretty much. And like for that first week, we did like cook like every day, like except like 4 of those 7 days were like chicken and rice. And then we did like I think we went out like 2 or 3 the other nights just cause.
Yeah, that's nice.
But it's been really chill. I mean, like we all hang out like every night pretty much, or like we'll do whatever. And it's nice to just like have your own space, just like even though like I had my own room and like another room for my computer like back home, it's like different here, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I know. It's like it's kind of like a. I don't know. It's a different feeling whenever you're not there with your parents and like your siblings and like all that stuff. It's like it's
It's
just a
like
different
a
feeling.
it's like a
Yeah.
good different though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Sure.
I feel like I gotta do stuff. I feel
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in the world now.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
doing things.
It's like I'm on my
I'm
own.
here.
But today I was like,
I'm on my own, but like with like 3 other people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I'm on my own, but today I texted my dad and said, "Have you paid the rent yet?"
Yeah, it's literally me. I'm just like, yo, dad, we gotta pay the rent, dude.
Yeah.
Crazy. Unfortunately, I will not be enjoying that luxury, so I will be paying for my own rent and bills.
Yeah. But your rent
You're a
is like a
working
third of
man.
what I would be paying
Right,
if my
yeah,
dad
it's way
wasn't
more
paying.
affordable. Yeah, it's way more affordable. That's for sure.
Hey,
So.
Ben, you wanna explain why you have soundproof all over your room?
Oh, because I'm in the studio right now. What you mean? I'm like future if I
Oh
ever
my
take a
God.
day off.
Yeah,
No,
well, I
but
mean, yeah, oh yeah, you go ahead.
well, I like so we like all wanted soundproofing in our rooms because like the walls are paper thin here. And so Corvin ordered like a 12 pack of the soundproofing and it was like $20 and I was like, "Damn, I should get some too." So I went on Amazon, it was like the 12 pack for 20, but then it was like the 52 pack for 40 and I was like, it's just basic economics at this point. And so I ordered the 52 pack. And when I got the pads, I have like pictures and stuff hung up now, but I hadn't had any of that stuff hung up yet because I was like I didn't have anything to hang it with. But then I got the pads, and then I got like command strips, so I hung up all those, and I like hung up pictures and like a calendar and some other stuff. And now it's
I
like
probably like decorated your room, didn't it?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
a
it looks
lot
pretty
nicer.
nice. Yeah,
More like a room.
yeah. And
Yeah.
all my stuff isn't on the floor anymore, which it was for the first like week.
Yeah.
When I moved in, I had like all my pictures on the ground, and
So your walls are like super thin over there?
yeah, I'm in like the smaller room, so I like pay $10 less a month, and then like, but I'm also closer to the common area, so it's like the walls here are thinner. Like Corvin's room is next to mine, but he has
I
a bigger
see.
one, and it's like surrounded by like my room and like the kitchen and stuff, so you can't like hear really from his room anyways, like because it's like surrounded by other things.
Yeah, that's like one of my um yeah, so our 4 rooms, like 3 of them are about the same, like same size and stuff,
Hmm.
same size bathroom and all that. But then one of the rooms is like a bit extra bigger. It's got like a whole little extra section to it.
Yeah.
And then the closet is like another room. Like, dude, this closet is massive. It's absurd.
Hmm.
Like in your room?
Not my room. I
Oh.
didn't take this one, but my friend, he he has all his clothes on just one So it's got like three sides, right? So you're in through the door. It's
Mhm.
got three sides to it. It's a whole nother room.
Mhm.
I'm not even joking. It's a whole nother room. And he has all his clothes on just one side of it. And then he
Yeah.
puts like instruments on the other side. So it's like we got like a music room. I gave him my keyboard. I brought my keyboard and I put it in there too.
Yeah.
So we got like a little music room going on.
That's sick.
That's dope.
The
pretty
studio.
So
sick.
sick.
But it's super nice. Like the walls are actually pretty like thick.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess I hear the occasional like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that, but
No, it didn't
Just-
come through.
He's
He's banging on his desk.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
stomping
Yeah.
feet across the hall.
yeah, stomping feet. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no, it's-
It's like floating.
no, like I'm sitting here at like 1 o'clock in the morning and I hear like someone sprinting across the hall.
That's
But
great.
we actually got like insanely lucky. So we wanted the
Right.
4th floor.
Mhm.
So how my apartment's set up is it's 3 floors. The first 3 floors are all a garage. It's like a big indoor garage that goes up. And then it's got like, so the first 3 is that, and then the next 4 or 5 floors is just rooms, right? So
Yeah.
we wanted the 4th floor because it's closest to the bottom in case we need to go down the stairs or something, right? And so we got that one, and they have their model room on their 4th floor, and it's actually the room right next to us.
Yeah.
So that whole section on that side of the apartment, no one lives over there.
Oh, that's nice.
There's no noise coming from that side.
That's good.
And then on this side, they're like way far away. And I don't even think there's like that many people living in that one.
Yeah.
So there's no one there. And there's no one below us because it's a garage.
Right.
Right?
Oh,
And
okay.
then above us, I don't know. I don't know about above us, but I don't really hear anything from above me, so I'm not complaining. And then we're facing the campus, so we can see the campus from here. Like I think we got like the best room possible.
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
even
nice.
joking.
That sounds nice.
It's amazing.
Damn.
I don't know how we got so lucky. I think my friend requested it. I think he did. But
He pulled some strings.
Nice.
Dude, with
I
our
think he did
room-
all the requesting.
With our room,
Huh?
we're right above the gym, so we can like feel people running on the treadmill or like hitting the punching bag. The floor will just start vibrating. It's like boom,
Really?
boom, boom,
That's
boom, boom.
crazy.
It's like pretty faint, but like it's noticeable if you like are just sitting in the common area, just like chilling.
That's so funny.
But dude, the worst thing is like we're on the 6th floor, and they have like a $10 fee per month if you're like on the top floor, and that applies to us. But there's 8 stories, and we're on the 6th floor, so we're paying an extra
Why?
$10 to be on the 3rd to top floor.
You probably could have complained about that. They probably let you not pay it.
One sec. Okay, but the other thing is too, like, we're paying another $10 a month for the poolside view.
Is
but-
Kenny's camera frozen for you?
Yeah.
Okay, I think.
Can
Okay,
you fix your camera?
Kenny, you don't want to turn off your camera too?
there we go. Back. Never mind.
So we have a
My back?
$10. You're not back for us.
No, you're not back.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, you're good, you're good, you're
I'm
good.
back. All right, cool.
We have another $10 window fee for a poolside view. But if we didn't have an apartment facing the pool, we would have an apartment facing the skyline, and that's a $10 fee. And if we had an apartment on the other side of the building, it's like a nature view or some shit like that. So that's a $10 fee. So no matter where you're going, they're just adding a $10 fee for like what you have. It's a window fee. You pay $10
Yeah.
extra a month for a window.
What the fuck?
It's so dumb.
weird.
That's ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
like I just assumed I knew that they like there's like a pool view fee. That's pretty common across most apartments
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But like a skyline fee
Yeah.
and like a nature fee.
Yeah, it's not like a nature fee. I
that?
can't remember
You wanna
exactly
look
what it's called.
outside?
Yeah, that's why I'm always saying we're just paying $10 extra a month for windows. Like I didn't ask for windows. Take them bitches out if you're gonna make me pay $10 a month.
That's so
Be honest
stupid.
though,
That is so dumb.
if you could like take out the windows to not pay the $10 extra fee, would you do it?
Probably not. I'd probably go insane because I'd be in my room would just be sound pads and yeah. But wait, but actually
It's
though,
like, I don't know what time it is. I haven't been out in months.
my windows are never open either. Like they're always closed.
Crap.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's too hot outside to have like your windows open and shit
Yeah,
like
like in
that.
the
Like once it
winter,
starts to cool
sure.
down, it'll be nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
It is
but
so hot,
it
dude.
is so fucking hot.
I feel like
I
I'm
just
tanning
stay
just
inside
like
all day.
do nothing.
Yeah, no, I just like because I have to whenever I make deliveries and shit, like I have to walk to the people's houses and stuff, and it's just
Oof.
like,
No.
and it's just like it's awful because then like because like my car will sit for a second, and so like my car gets hot, and then
Yeah,
like I'm hot and sweaty, and I have to cool down my car, and it's just like
exactly.
it's a pain in the ass, man. It
It's whack.
sucks.
Yeah, my
Today was the
5 minute
first
walk
day.
to my classes are just like
Hmm.
Yeah,
insane. Dude,
yeah.
I'm sweating by the time. It's a 5 minute walk and I'm sweating, dude.
Yeah, no, that reminds me. Whenever I was going to school at Mississippi State first semester, first semester. Anyways,
For the only semester.
and there's a story there, but we're not going to get into that. So, anyways, I
Another
went there
time.
for a semester, and my dorm room was on South Campus, and I had two classes on North Campus, which is literally like sometimes it's like, oh well, it's like kind of it's like literally the complete opposite. Like I'm the furthest south of campus. My class was the furthest north.
That's rough.
Yeah.
That's rough.
And I don't have a car, so like I basically walk or I get the bus. And for whatever reason, like the bus, like the campus bus, it like the times for it were like really weird and didn't align with my classes. So I had to walk all the way across campus to the very, very end on the other side of campus for one of my
Right.
classes. And I was just like drenched in sweat whenever I
Yeah.
would get there.
I hate
How
that.
far is that though? Is it like
It's got to be, I don't know, it's like a 20-minute walk, the 20 to 25-minute walk. So it's got to be at least a mile or and a half, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, if you just
So,
run, it would be like 6 minutes.
yeah,
and
easy?
I'd
Easily.
probably be sweating just as much.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it's definitely walking in heat, and especially in Texas or any southern state for that matter, is
Yeah.
just disgusting.
I just like to stay
Yeah.
inside from like May until like end of October. I just don't want to go outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, yeah, like I wake up in the morning, I take a nice hot shower, you know? Take a
Yeah.
nice hot shower. And like the past couple times I've done that, I'm thinking to myself, man, I'm like feeling nice and warm right now, and I'm about to walk outside and like die.
Just so wet.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Kenny, your
Yeah, his
camera's
camera's been
frozen
frozen
again.
for like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh shoot.
You just gotta
But you can
picture-
hear me though, so it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, we can hear you, but
not that big.
I guess if most people are
Anyways.
listening.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, it's definitely, man, the weather is tough. I think we're all ready for it to just cool down.
Yeah.
Like there are some people
should-
who like hate whenever it starts to cool down, but like that's all I
No
want.
way,
Right
yeah.
now.
It should
I hate
cool
the
down in
summer
like
heat.
it should cool down in like 2-3 weeks or something.
Yeah, over the next
right?
month.
Hopefully, yeah.
Once we hit October, it's usually whenever we
couple
start to get the
degrees.
colder weather. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like low
Today was
90s or
nice because it
something.
rained, so like
Oh, yeah,
it
it's
kind of
raining.
cooled down a little bit.
It's raining right now actually, it just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been raining
So-
a bit here too. Oh, can you
That's
frozen?
been, oh, you're back.
He's
Welcome
back.
back.
Go.
But yeah,
All right,
it's definitely
I got
nice.
a weenie segment. I want to talk about a pretzel story. Well,
Yeah,
I got
what
two
you got?
actually. I got a short one and then I got a longer
I
one.
love it
wanna
when you talk about your weenies, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone loves when I talk about my weenie. I don't know why. Alright, I'll do the short one first. But so basically, this was yesterday, and I really wanted we were gonna record yesterday, but we had to postpone until today. But I really wanted to tell you guys this story. But so it was me and my friend Steven were working, and it's just us two because it's like a weekday, and now that the summer is over, it's not that busy. So it's just like you can run the shop with two people, and we were both on the line like serving this like dude and his like honestly, I don't know if it was like his mom or his girlfriend or what, but it was like the shorter dude with like this girl that came up, and they're both like wearing masks, like, and they like looked and then they walked away, and then they came back like 2 minutes later, and like I was standing at the register, and Steven was like standing next to me, and he was like taking their order. I was like typing it down, and we were like getting their food, and the dude walks to like where we served the food, and he like has his mask on. And I'm holding the pretzel to give it to him, and he takes off his mask. He coughs into his hand. He's like, "Ugh, ugh, ugh." And then he reaches for the pretzel with that hand, and I'm like, I like readjust how I'm holding the pretzel so I can like give it to him from the top, and I'm like, dude, that was so
Ew.
gross. And like,
What the heck?
yeah, Steven watched the entire thing happen, and he picks up this massive bottle of hand sanitizer, and he just walks over to me, and he just starts like squirting it all over my hands.
That's
So
I
disgusting.
know. I was
That's
like,
like the
why would
equivalent
you
of
do that?
sneezing into your hand and then going to like grab something from
I
somebody. That's
know.
like
I
the
was like,
exact same energy.
I
Why
like
did he
make sure I
even
didn't touch
take
him.
off his mask?
I know. Like, what
Yeah.
was the point? And then into his hand too. Like, not even his like elbow or.
Yeah, what the heck? Let me
That's
just wear
actually
a mask
so
to
funny.
protect myself and others, and then take it off whenever it's
Yeah.
most useful. Like
I'm about
what?
to sneeze or cough.
Yeah, let me just talk. That's so
Might as
dumb.
well do it in my face at that point. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, nice to meet you.
No, yeah, exactly. That's. I was just like,
It's like that.
Yes.
You
Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's
I
so
know.
gross, bro.
All right.
Ew.
Yeah. All right. The next story. It's not. I don't know. Well, okay. So what happened was it was Saturday, so it was busier, and I'm at the register again in the story, and this like lady walks up, and she just wants. She's like, I want an almond pretzel, and a sweet tea, and I'm like, all right. And if someone doesn't say their size, like generally for their drink, we just like put it as a large, because like most people want large anyways, and and it gets the company more money, but.
Nice.
So I like get this lady her almond pretzel and her sweet tea, and we've already had some like pretty bad customers that day, so I was just like kind of fed up with it. And I like hand her the pretzel, and I like going to take the next person's order, and she's still standing there, and she's like, "Oh, this one's like kind of cold," and I'm like, "I know it's not cold because it's sitting in the warmer, which like keeps it at least like however warm." And but then
Mhm.
she's like, I'm like talking to the next person, she's like, "Excuse me, like." This one's like not good. Like, can I get another one? I'm like, yeah, like we can do that for you. It'll just be like another 8 minutes, like until it's ready because like we have to make her a new one. And so like I tell the person rolling like to make her a new one. She's like, all right. And so then she's just standing there like at the delivery zone, like sitting behind the soda machine, like not moving. I'm like, okay. And she's like waiting for her pretzel, and then like the next person orders like a drink or something, and she'd been standing there for like 2 or 3 minutes waiting for this new pretzel, and I go to like fill up this next person's drink, and I'm doing it, and she's like, excuse me, just so you know, I didn't order a large sweet tea. And I look at her, and I just say okay, and then I walk away because like what am I supposed to do with that information? Like, I already gave you the drink. You probably already had like half of it because I see her like sipping on it this entire time. Like, what do you
Mhm.
want me to do? Like, it's too late. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, I already gave you your drink. And
Take it
then,
back and give her a
yeah.
small one, obviously. Take it
Yeah.
Yeah.
back.
Okay, and so after that person like walks off with their drink, the person I just served, this like the lady who was waiting for it, she was like a black lady, and then this black dude comes up, and I'll tell you now, they were like together some way or another, but I didn't know that because they weren't standing together in line
Mhm.
like initially. So I'm taking this dude's order. He just wants like he wants a strawberry lemonade, and he's like, I'll just have a strawberry lemonade. I was just a drink, man. He's like, yep. I was like, all right, that's cool. And I like ring it up. And he's like, oh wait. And he's like, I have this coupon for like a free pretzel with a drink. And he's like, can I use this? I was like, oh yeah, like for sure, man. Like, what kind of pretzel did you want? And then the lady's like standing there, and she's like, oh, get the almond pretzel that just came fresh out. And at that point, we only had one come out because it was hers, and someone was like just giving it to her. It's like her new pretzel, and she was like, "Tell them to give you the new almond that just came out." And I was like, "Ma'am, like there are no new almonds that just came out." And she just looks at me like I'm an idiot. She's like dumbfounded. She's like thinks it's absolutely ridiculous we don't have another almond pretzel. And then she's like so mad. She's like visibly furious. She just drags the dude away from the line, and I thought he paid already. And I was like, "Oh, sir, your pink lemonade." And the person on the on the register was like, "Oh, he hadn't paid for it." And I was like, "Oh, so this lady was just like that mad we didn't have a pretzel. She just like took her like husband or whatever away from the line."
What the
I know. I was like,
fuck?
she thought it was so
Did
ridiculous we
you
didn't
give
have.
her the pretzel though?
Yeah, we gave her the new pretzel that she wanted, and she thought we made like more than one. So that's why she was like, "Tell them to give you the new one that just came out."
Oh my
Don't y'all
god,
usually
bro.
get like make more than one at a time?
Yeah,
though?
we would, but it's like because it was like one somebody already ordered and like was unsatisfied with, we like prioritize their pretzels, so like make it as fast as we can, like just put it on the tray. Like don't make any others because like that takes more time obviously, so we want to get them their new pretzel as fast as we can.
Yeah.
So did she get to keep the cold pretzel?
I mean, yeah, but I told her I was like, you can go throw it away, like I'm not gonna take it back, like we're not allowed to.
Oh, see that policy is way different than the policy we have for like if someone like wants something like a different food item for us,
Hmm.
I have to go back and get the food from them, and then give them their new
Yeah.
food, and then take it back to the restaurant. So,
Wow.
and then
Yes.
they just throw it away.
Most time we don't
So
even
you're
like care about
saying,
that.
so you're saying if I'm going to Auntie Anne's,
Yeah.
I say this pretzel's cold,
Yeah.
and then I get a new one for free.
Free.
I mean, theoretically, but if like
Hey,
if we know it's
oh
not cold, like we'll call
my
out people on their bullshit for that. Like
Hey,
if we
I'll bring
just
a
put them
Auntie
fan.
Anne's, Auntie Anne's hack, life hack, life hack.
Auntie Anne's life hack,
I'm
secret
gonna
menu.
bring like a
Secret
cooler.
menu.
I'm gonna bring a cooler. I'm gonna stick it in the cooler
Yeah.
for a bit. I'm gonna bring it back up. I got this pretzel 5 minutes ago and it's cold now.
What if it's too hot? Will you put it in like a fridge for me?
No,
And then it's too cold, and I'm like, give me a new one. It's too cold.
people will ask us to like microwave their
too
food.
hot.
People ask us to like microwave their food or like their dips, or like even one time we had this mom come up and ask us to microwave her baby bottle, and like we're not allowed to take food from people.
What?
Like we're not allowed to serve like microwave goods. Like if you like drank like water we microwaved for you and you burn yourself, like we're liable against that, which is like dumb obviously, but like that's still like it's protection for us, and people get so frustrated when we like can't microwave their cheese or whatever.
Damn.
It's just ridiculous.
But you could do that. You could microwave it before you give it to them, or
No, because it would
can't
still be
microwave
hot.
it.
Yeah, you can't microwave it at all.
Yeah, it would still be too hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's
yeah.
so, mall people are so weird.
Dude, I'm telling you,
Okay.
different
Story.
breed.
Different breed.
All these stories you tell us, I'm just like,
I know.
I can't believe there's people like that, like right next, right where I live.
I know. That only go to the mall.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had
I'd never go
I-
to the mall.
I had a delivery last night.
Hmm.
So basically, our restaurant hours, like I leave 30 minutes before we technically close, like officially, because we stopped doing deliveries like 30 minutes. Excuse me, 30 minutes before. 30 minutes before we close. And so basically, so on weekdays I leave at 9, and then on weekends I leave at 9:30.
Hmm.
And so basically, I'm getting ready to go. It's 8:58. I kid you not, it's 8:58. I get my stuff together. I had some like a drink, so I threw it away. I'm like walking over to the register to clock out, and the phone rings. And I was just like, please be a pickup, please be a pickup. And the cashier at the time, she takes it, and it's a freaking delivery. 2 minutes before I'm supposed to leave. I'm literally walking over to the thing to clock out, and we get a delivery 2 minutes before I'm supposed to dip. So I'm like already frustrated. And this happens all the time. I think I talked about my frustrations with people who don't answer the door, and like whenever they order food.
Yeah.
And so I'm like thinking in my head, I was like, I already know this motherfucker is not going to answer their door. Like I already know.
Yeah.
So I get the food, and I'm like pissed off. I'm like, clock out real quick, because like I'll clock out before I leave, and then like I just leave from the person's house or whatever. Thank God the house was closed. It was like half a mile away, so I was like, cool, whatever. And I go to the house, and I ring the doorbell, and I knock, and we do contactless, so I put the food down and take a step back, and I wait, and no one answers the door. So I like knock again. Wait, no one answers the door. Ring the doorbell, knock again. No one answers. And so normally at this point I call or text them, but I don't have the ticket anymore because I have to hand it to the cashier so they can close everything out before. And because I was going home after, I can't take the ticket with me. So I don't have their phone number. So I just like bang on their door, like trying to get them to answer, and no one freaking answers. I'm like, it's 9:15. I'm supposed to be leaving. I'm supposed to be out at work. Fuck this shit. So I get in my car and I leave.
Should have taken the food too, man.
And so I called my boss and I was like, yo, I was like, I basically explained the situation to him and he was like, well, can you give him another call? I was like, I don't have the ticket. How am I supposed to call him? And he goes, oh, you left already? I was like, yes. I was there for like 10 minutes trying to see if they'd answer the door. They didn't answer the door. And for a brief second, he goes, well, can you go back? And then he goes, never mind, never mind. I was like, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
I'm not going back.
Gotta
No
punch
way.
your boss.
It's like, I'm not going back. No, there's no way. So I was just like, oh my God.
That's
It
so
was
funny.
awful.
But couldn't
It was
couldn't
good.
like the person that picked up the phone just been like, oh, we don't do deliveries anymore. It's past the time. It's
Well,
too late.
she said that she was going to do that, but my boss was standing right there, and like if like for example, if my boss like he'll take deliveries after I'm supposed to leave. So like let's say like I get like let's say I get a delivery at like 8:45. Okay, usually he wants me to come back to the restaurant just to make sure there's nothing there. So like let's say I take a delivery and I leave at 8:45 and I get back around like 9:05 ish, and they just so happen to get a call whenever I get back for a delivery, he'll take it. So it's just like, so, but like any other of the cashiers, if he's not there, they'll just like hang him. So, because we're all trying to go home.
Yeah.
Like, is it like they buy the food and then they call about it, or they call
No,
to?
they call to
Yeah.
order. We do have things where like through it's like this app called Beyond Menu and like other stuff and like whatever where they can order like through an online app or whatever, but we can decline the order before
Got it.
anything gets cooked. So so we've done that plenty of times because like people the other thing is run like a 5 mile radius. Like we deliver in a 5 mile radius.
Right.
So if like sometimes the Beyond Menu app will like go outside that radius. Like
Oh.
we've had people order from like 8 miles, 9 miles away, and we have to decline those and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like it's annoying because it's just like it's not, so I just don't understand like anyways, I just don't understand why people don't answer the door when they
Yeah.
order food. Like you know it's coming.
Yeah.
So-
That don't make no
Hey,
sense.
my food's coming in 5 minutes. Time to go get ready for bed.
Yeah. Time to take a shower.
Take a shower.
yeah, time to go to the grocery store,
Yeah.
run some errands.
Take my dog for a walk. Wait, so
I've had that happen before too, and they got lucky because they got back the moment I was delivering the food.
Oh.
They were like,
That's so
"Oh, we're so
crazy.
sorry." I was like, "You're so fucking lucky." Oh my
That's so
God.
weird. What? I don't. Who forgets they ordered food?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, a
or
part of it.
how long does it usually take to deliver food?
Well, see, that's the thing. A part of it, I think, is because of the time frame that we give people. Because we usually give a longer time frame versus like what it actually takes, just for if we like get really backed up or like traffic purposes, stuff like that. So we don't want to say like, oh, your order's going to be there in 20 minutes and then it takes
Right.
30 to 45 minutes. So we just say like a set time, like your order's going to take 30 to 45 minutes. And usually, if we're not busy, like if I'm taking like one delivery at a time, which is sometimes whenever we're slow, that's what happens. It takes about 20 minutes to pump the food out and then get it going. So, but yeah, sometimes like, so I can understand it to an extent, but at the same time, like especially like there are people who order from us frequently and like they'll do that. And it's like, if you order from us frequently, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
So it's like, you should kind of be prepared for that. but it is what it is.
So if you like clock out before you make your final delivery, you're just like what, not getting paid your wage for that
Well, no.
last one?
Well, on my so he does it like a lot of the stuff he does manually and stuff like that. So technically, like technically it should be yes. Like I don't get that wage for like that extra 10 minutes or whatever.
Right.
But on my schedule, it says I work from like whatever to like 9:30.
Mhm.
So like which technically I get off at 9. So realistically, like there's like a 30 like minute margin of error, I would say,
Right.
where like he can like add and subtract. So
Mhm.
kind of it ends up working out and it balances out basically. So yeah, but whatever. Just if you order food, just answer your door for the sake of the delivery driver. And also
Be
one
that
other
guy.
thing, don't be that guy that doesn't tip your delivery driver. Okay,
Yeah.
like just I understand like the whole like, oh well, you didn't make the food and no this and that, but like
Yeah, but he brought it to you.
yeah, my wage relies on y'all's tips.
Yeah.
Like 90% of my wage relies on y'all's tips. So please tip your delivery driver. It's not like you have to tip them $100, but like $5 to $10 goes a long way. So,
That's true.
anyways,
Yeah, especially when you're not making, because you don't make at least minimum wage if you accept tips,
Yeah.
right?
yeah, I make $4 an hour. So
Yeah, poor boy.
yeah, and well, the other thing is the main reason, the big reason for that is we don't have what's it called? we have free delivery. We don't have like delivery fees and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So that because of that, like it's expected kind of like that they tip or whatever. Because like usually if there's a delivery fee, people don't tip because
Yeah.
the wage of the driver is higher. So there's that. So my wage especially relies on people's tips, and sometimes I get shafted. So, but it is what it is.
And then you egg their house.
Yeah, I've definitely considered. There's sometimes whenever like it's raining, and I set their food down, and I just set it in a spot where maybe let's just get a little drippy drip on it, you know.
Damn.
But no, I mean for the most part, our customers are really good, and like we tend to not deliver to people. Like we'll force people to come pick up food, like if they treat the drivers bad or if they don't tip and like stuff like that. So
Is it just is that like people you remember who do that, or is it just like
yeah? So
because
like,
do they pay first with the tip?
Yeah.
well, okay, yeah, that's the other thing. So we would drive to the houses and they would sign it or whatever.
And
like
then
whenever we got to the houses,
tip
but
you,
COVID,
right?
but yeah, and then that's how they would tip me. And then but COVID happened, and so because we're doing contactless, we take tips over the phone now. And then sometimes people will give me cash, it just depends.
Nice.
But for the most part, we take tips over the phone. So like sometimes, like now, what will happen? I think I get tipped more frequently now because it kind of puts more pressure on them. Because like, do you want to tip your driver? Like you say that over the phone, and like you don't. No. Yeah, but what I have had happen a couple times is people will get nervous and they'll be like, oh yeah, cash. They're gonna tip cash, and I get there and they don't tip anything.
Wow.
So that's happened to me a couple times. Yeah. So whenever that happens, what I do is I get back to the restaurant and I'm like, hey, like this person, like this, and that, and they're like, okay, and they put them on a like non-deliver list. We have a list of houses where people like, yeah,
Yeah, that's sick though.
Yeah, people who like don't tip their drivers consistently, people who have been like rude for whatever reason, like we'll basically like force them to like come and pick it up. Or if they're like, but y'all delivered to our house before, we tell them like an extended amount, like it'll take 2 hours for your delivery to arrive. Like we'll say shit like that, so that way it really forces them to come.
You see, that's so funny. Like,
that's actually so funny.
I would be such a trash business owner because I'm so petty. Like, if like I had a restaurant, we would do a whitelist like that, but we wouldn't like prevent people from like getting deliveries. I would just tell my drivers to like throw their food like at the window or something.
But you can get like, I feel like you can get like in major trouble for doing stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know
I'd be such a bad business owner.
Yeah. For sure. Did Kenny completely freeze this time?
Hello, Kenny. Yo, there he is. He's back.
All right, and what?
We're back.
It reconnected and then it just like it kicked me out of my phone and then put me on here.
Oh,
okay. All right, cool. All right, well, we're back. Technical difficulties evaded.
Yep.
Hey, Kenny's internet died, so whatever. It'd be like that sometimes.
It happens.
Well, we're back for an outro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, basically, we're gonna wrap it up real quick.
Yeah.
Ben, go ahead and take it away. Let's wrap us up here.
We do like we do a little jingle.
We don't got a jingle.
Thanks for coming to Rolling Wieners.
We'll get our music producer on that one for next time.
We'll get our studio on that one.
Ben in the studio, right?
Yeah, making beats. I just real quick before we wrap it up, I will say I want to shout out Tay. She's the one that did our logo.
Yeah.
Super
Thank
dope.
you.
She helped us out a
awesome.
lot.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It looks so good.
It looks great. So I really appreciate it. And she did a great job, and I think she'll definitely be helping us out with some design stuff in the future. So if y'all, I don't have her Twitter, but if y'all need designs and stuff, I'll drop her Twitter in the description and stuff, and y'all can get that. Then go follow her, and if you need like designs for anything, like she'll hit her up for that. So yeah, super cool, and really appreciate that. Just wanted to say that real quick. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, she did a really good job.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks everyone for stopping by. I know Kenny's got to leave soon. This podcast will be out on Sunday, and I think we're gonna try and release them every Sunday and record them whenever we can.
Well,
yeah.
Let's try.
Definitely.
Best.
Try and do that. So we're gonna try and keep this.
It's gonna be a little.
Yeah.
hard.
We'll try and keep the schedule as consistent as possible for you guys, and I'll keep you updated on Twitter. Really make sure to follow our Twitter. We have a TikTok that we'll be releasing stuff on eventually. Not quite yet, but we'll get there. And then
Like a picture of my weenie.
yeah. But definitely keep up with the Twitter. Twitter's going to be where you're going to find most of your information and stuff. And then we're also going to be looking into releasing our podcast on other platforms. For those of you who maybe don't have Spotify or maybe don't want to watch on YouTube for whatever reason, that is, which is fine, whatever.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that, and
But
and hopefully y'all will.
if we do like if we do videos, which I think we plan on doing in the future, like reacting to videos on the podcast, you definitely will want us to like tune into the video version because watch it with us or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, right now it doesn't really matter because it's just we're not like
we haven't done that yet. But.
Unless you want to see me move my hands whenever I talk.
I've seen Kenny freeze a couple
or
times.
beautiful faces,
It's like
whatever.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
let us know what you want to see though. If you guys want us to talk about anything, just whatever. We just like chilling.
Yeah,
maybe we'll bring someone next time.
Yeah, maybe we'll have a little special guest.
We definitely have people that want to be guests.
So
that's really cool.
Audience. We'll bring like Kanye West.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got an email from Mr. Beast.
So, anyways, appreciate you guys for listening again.
Thanks for coming.
For sure.
Thanks for listening, I guess. Yeah.
Coming and listening.
All right.
And rolling.
You listened the whole way through.
Yeah.
Kudos to you.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. All right. Peace.
All right. Let's keep it good.
Bye.